So recently, we just got some information that Yair Rodriguez has pulled off his fight against Gene Silva, and Gene Silva will be taking on Delgado. And with this information, it's very disappointing because I did really want to see Yair Rodriguez versus Gene Silva because that's a fire fight. I really wanted to see who was going to win that because they're both very good strikers. But since Yair Rodriguez has pulled off this fight, I don't want to see him anymore in the UFC. Generally, the UFC should consider cutting him because what is the benefit of having him really? Having a Mexican fighter? This dude doesn't fight. He never fights generally. Like, I'm so tired of hearing about Yair Rodriguez and talking about how good he is when he hasn't fought in an active schedule for the past 5 years. Like, generally, the last time he was kind of active was in 2023 when he fought Josh Emmett and Volkanovski in the same year. Other than that, he has not fought 2 times since after, I think, 2019. Like, I'm just so tired, bro. The last highlight he had generally was the Korean Zombie, and I think I was still in middle school. Like, this is the dude we're talking about. I'm looking for a highlight in his career, and his biggest highlight was against the Korean Zombie in the last 10 seconds where he was arguably losing to. Like, I'm so sick of it, bro. I really am. Like, this dude asked for endless title shots as well. Like, literally, after he beat Brian Ortega in the first fight, he was demanding a title shot right after that, where the fight was such a non-eventful fight where nothing happened. He was generally asking for a title shot, and I'm so mad they gave him an interim title shot fight against Josh Emmett. Like, literally, that was such an unnecessary fight to happen because there was no need for it. Like, you could have made the fight without the interim title shot being on the line because Yair Rodriguez and Josh Emmett, first off, Yair was 1-1 before he even tried to fight for the belt, or interim, I mean. That's automatically, he does not earn a title shot off of that. Emmett is coming off a robbery win against Cater. Like, you guys could say wherever you want, there was no way Josh Emmett won that fight against Calvin Cater. Cater clearly won that fight. And for them to give them a reward, especially after Yair Rodriguez was like literally having bad behavior, he was saying it was title shot or nothing. And for them to give him an interim belt shot was crazy to me. Especially when Volkanovski was fighting on that exact same card. And he was talking about, I'm going to defend the belt there and here. And you could say that's crazy, Volkanovski, for doing that. But most people thought Volkanovski was going to lose that fight anyways. Not a lot of people thought he had a chance in that matchup. So he was going to go down regardless, in my opinion. So I understand they had like a safety merger, but it was unnecessary because Volkanovski went back down the next fight over. And that's also another thing. For them to give Yair Rodriguez a custom belt was absolutely disrespectful for Volkanovski, generally. They gave an interim champion, which that was unneeded, by the way, interim title that was custom. It's absolutely insane to me. Like, you know how disrespectful that is to the champion, a dude that's has title defenses, by the way, and for them to reward Yair Rodriguez with a custom belt is absolutely disrespectful for the champion. I'm just saying, Volkanovski definitely earned. They even give him like a special like ribbon on his belt or something, you know, like something that was cool, like a Holloway flag on his freaking belt. Anything. They didn't even give him that. They didn't even give him a custom ribbon. They freaking just gave him just a regular belt, and okay, you got extra 500k or whatever, and they gave Yair a custom. Like, that's generally, I don't understand. I understand the UFC's been looking for that Operation Mexico for like years now. They've been trying to do that with Moreno, Alexa Grasso, and Yair Rodriguez, and guess what? Once you keep trying to go in that market, it never works out because we just don't have. I'm not going to say we don't have the skill for it. I definitely think Mexican fighters are really good, but it's just, I don't know. You keep trying to force it, it's never going to happen. The universe is never going to make it happen, bro. You got to let it happen naturally and build. If you don't let that happen, then freaking the universe is going to show you why you can't force something into existence. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for that part. Like, it was generally disrespectful to give Yair a custom belt. And they didn't even give freaking Volkanovski, after he beat Yair, by the way, a custom belt. They didn't even give him like a Mexican flag on his belt or something. I don't know. That would have been kind of cool. Like, you put like every like region of fighters you beat, you get their flag under your belt. I would take that, but I don't know. Yair Rodriguez, bro, he's also a very duck fighter. He ducks everybody that he sees as a tough matchup. Like, you remember when he ducked Zabit? He ducked Zabit for like forever, bro. He did not want any of the problems. He literally took a year off. He got fired from the UFC. He took a year off and he got fired from the UFC because he didn't want to fight Zabit in a 3-rounder, which I understand, but that was the matchup they tried to give you. You should have fought Sabit. You probably could even won as well. So I don't see where you had so much fear against Sabit when it was stylistically a good matchup for you. Maybe you thought you believe in that Dagestani automatic wrestling, but he didn't really have that crazy of a wrestling game plan or wrestling game in general. So I don't know. He dug Sabit. We missed out on that matchup. That's why the UFC fired him. And then right afterwards, where there was a Diego Lopez matchup. There was generally a good matchup there. A fight that we all wanted to see after Volkanovski beat Diego Lopez. We wanted to see him against Yair Rodriguez. And what does Yair do? He does not take the fight, and he says, okay, there's no need for me to take that fight. I'm going to fight for the belt. Like, generally, the audacity of this dude, the call for a title shot after just beating Pitbull. He beat Pitbull. Not even a good version of Pitbull either. It was like 37-year-old Pitbull coming to the UFC. I think he lost a couple of times in that occasion before he even signed to UFC. Like, I think he lost like a fight or two before he even got in. Like, I don't understand how Pitbull, at his old age, got into the UFC and fought Yair. Good win for Yair, whatever, but nothing too exciting. And for him to ask for that title shot, it's just insane to me. Generally, it makes no logical sense where he thought he could get a title shot after just losing the Brian Ortega fight before, where he took a year off as well. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm so tired of him. Generally, now he pulled out against Gene Silva, which he arguably doesn't even deserve the matchup. Generally, they should have gave him like an Aljamain Sterling, Evloev, any grappler, generally. But they gave him favorable matchups after favorable matchups, and he just doesn't take them at this point. I get it, he got injured, whatever, but this is the same dude that was talking about going up to lightweight. Like, there's a reason why he went back down. He took my advice because he would have got ragdolled by like Tom Nolan, generally. Like, I'm so fed up with this dude. I hope he never fights again or the UFC cuts him, generally, because I'm so tired of hearing about this dude. Especially his whole career is made of him having a close fight with Max Holloway. I said it. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's true. The amount of glaze I hear about this dude is off it alone from that Emmett performance and him having a close fight with Max Holloway. That's literally his whole career. Having a close fight with Max Holloway and beating Emmett. Wow. Crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm just fed up with him. And let me know in the comments who you guys, or how you guys think of Yair Rodriguez. Do you guys still like him, or you just want to see him out of the sport? Like, generally, put him in the PFL, 1FC, or even freaking kickboxing. I don't know. Just do anything but have him in the UFC at this point of his career, because I don't want to see him anymore. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what they should do with Yair Rodriguez. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and God bless all of you, and that's it. I just realized I missed a couple of points, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that, the video. Thank you for watching. I don't know. I'm just done with them, bro. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and that's it.